We went to the meeting place. We found the
We
bad
were already
guys
there last
dressed like
session.
shrimp. We killed everybody, including the big bad guy who happened to be the Justice. We saw a chained creature beast thing from another realm,
That
and
what?
we are now at the entrance to the lumber mill. How many
6.
is that?
You outdid yourself.
Well, we sent for Cadron.
Okay, 7th. We're waiting for the guards. we waiting for the guards with a top floor room filled with doom, death, sawdust, webs,
Also, the
burnt.
chained beast creature you were referring to was an extraplanetary entity known as a chitin.
Yes, the kitten.
Yeah, like a
She
Hellraiser
was
entity.
she was naked.
She
Pathfinder
was
likes to do that.
she was naked other than chains.
The chains were clothes and also weapons.
Yeah, kind of like Bayonetta
Yeah,
hair.
yeah. We love a hair witch.
Just imagine the drains in her showers. It's like,
Funny
ugh,
enough,
clogged again.
you can do that in Pathfinder.
Attack with your hair. Oh, I've seen that.
Mm-hmm. It's a white hair witch archetype.
Yeah, which
I always say it's funny you can do that in Pathfinder, but it's never funny because you can do fucking anything in Pathfinder.
Except fuck a dragon.
You can do that.
if
Uh,
you roll if you roll high enough.
That's DM dependent, though.
all right, DM, you know what's coming.
All right, you want to fuck the dragon?
Yes,
Die.
Roll a Constitution saving.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I died
Roll
happy
it
with
off.
this decision.
Her thighs pop your head like a pimple. Next.
Of course.
Can I have tea with the dragon?
Sure. Yeah. It has a very large cup.
You fall inside of it.
And
It drinks
boiled
you
to death.
dead.
Oh.
Wah, wah.
All right, so some key details that we missed. You guys were at the meeting spot, which happened to be a sawmill towards the southern edge of Magnamar. You guys made it up to the top, fought some cultists, then fought the leader of this set of cultists, who was unceremoniously killed by you two, pointing at the elves. You then stripped his body and that of some of the cultists and looted his office that was filled with lots and lots of skin, faces specifically. And then there was something above the office. What was that? What happened?
There was it was like a little lookout, and it was locked, and it had a thing full of ravens up there, messenger
Yeah,
ravens.
it was a rookery.
A rookery, that's what it's called.
And
And
then it
there's
was
Yes.
locked
desk
again.
with ink and parchment.
Yeah.
3 raven friends.
I love ravens. Did you guys know that ravens are babies at one point? And they're really cute.
Did you know ravens like to be free?
I'd assume most living creatures would like to be free.
Yeah, not in cages.
Pandas don't care. In fact, they
still-
appreciate it.
Yeah,
They're like,
no,
whatever.
they're
Pandas
better.
are
They're
pandas
safer
are
there.
literally would have gone extinct without humans because they're like too stupid to mate.
Yeah, it's literally what it is. And the bamboo, you're just like,
Has
yeah, I'm
no
just gonna sit here
no
and eat
nutrition.
all this basically iceberg lettuce. Is that cool? Like,
How do they not like get splinters? Bamboo's like
no, it's
sharp.
fresh bamboo.
Oh,
And
okay.
have you never seen the video of the panda chomping on
Yeah,
bamboo?
they just tear it
Okay.
apart.
Yeah. Kind of how my son eats.
Hmm. You might need to help your son.
Listen, as long as he's eating at this stage as a 3-year-old, it's usually on the ground.
Yeah. He can eat stuff off the ground, right?
Yes.
Depends on what it is, but yeah.
All right. I mean, you're Italian, so I assume it's mostly like sauce and noodles.
Mostly pasta.
Gotcha.
It's a good.
It's a Gouda
It's a
cheese.
it's called a Florida meatball. It's the same. It's good.
Wonderful.
Mm.
All right, so you guys had finished your little investigation upstairs, decided to wait. And wait you did on the first floor of the sawmill while you waited for Sergeant Cadron to receive your note from Gwahir and return, which he did with Gwahir on his shoulder. And he finds the three of you seated. Kind of shrugs his shoulders and
Covered in blood.
palms out.
Because we all got injured
Yeah,
at one point or another. Some of us more than others.
you guys are bloody and covered in sawdust, and you
I
look
need a
not well.
shower.
Kind of like a
So-
sawdust chicken.
We have good news and we have bad news. Which
The
would
good
you
news
like
is,
first?
oh,
You know what? Bad news.
the justice was one of the leaders of the cult,
And you see Agnar like a big smile, like
and behind at least some of the murders.
Hmm.
Good news is his body's upstairs.
That
There's other good news.
Well, hold. We can't just skirt past that. So, if I add everything up, right? Covered in blood.
Mhm.
Justice upstairs.
Yeah.
Cult leader.
Mm-hmm.
they're also cultists.
You killed him.
Yes.
It was in defense.
Yeah,
Sure.
he tried to
Just
fucking
getting everything right.
to kill us.
Don't get
Yes.
to defending yourselves. This isn't a court.
Specifically, the some of the scarring from burn marks and some of the frostbit fingertips are mine exclusively. I don't know if I actually
Would you
killed
like to
him.
take a look upstairs?
Good news first.
They are no longer a problem. Huh?
There's also a raven nook upstairs that might pose some direction.
We were thinking maybe we could release a raven and follow it to wherever it normally takes letters to, like write a letter or something for it to take for us.
You guys didn't do that already?
We were waiting
No.
for you.
Well, we're not officially on the case, so
Exactly.
we wouldn't have even attacked anyone if we weren't rushed by 7, 8, 9, 10. I've lost count. So those bodies are also upstairs. There's a lot of bodies. There's a lot of bodies upstairs.
Right. Well, here's the problem. If you hadn't told me what happened here and dragged me here, I wouldn't have known. And it would have been no one's problem. At least for a little bit. But now there are 12 dead bodies upstairs.
Yes.
Agnar's
Something like
gonna
that.
start counting on his fingers.
So what you're saying is we shouldn't have called you.
Well, I'm just...
Well, we killed a
You did what
justice.
you
I didn't
did.
want people to be like, "Oh man, those guys are murderers. They just killed the fucking justice." I wanted to make it clear that they were, you know, cult leaders.
As far as we know, no one knew
Well, did you
until
find
now.
Did you find anything incriminating? Because otherwise, we just have a dead justice and a bunch of cultists.
Oh yeah, we did, and I'll hold up the mask series of masks.
Skin mask.
Okay, great. Someone put a
More
mask
upstairs.
next to the justice, so not incriminating. We
What else
need
did we find on his body?
details, names, dates. Do you have a a journal or a map or anything?
I have a spell book.
Oh,
And
we do have this, and I'll point at Agnor's new Sihedron medallion.
oh yeah, that was on his body.
But now it is not.
Oh,
Which
motor car
is,
has that, by the way.
again, fine, not exactly what we're looking for. Just
We
a
apologize.
case.
We were attacked. We defended ourselves. We eliminated the threat, and then we weren't sure if more were coming. So we did contaminate the crime scene by removing some articles. But the point is, the justice is
I'd like to point out I told
surrounded
you
by
not to do that.
the justices are surrounded by their people upstairs.
I'd like
And
to
I
point.
think Cadron's point is that like anybody could have just like killed him, put him up there, set him up. Like we don't have any hard evidence linking Ironbriar to the cult.
Or we could have also given him plausible deniability of not knowing any of this happened by not informing him.
I thought it was the right thing to do. My bad.
The
You did
point is
what you
this,
did.
sir. It seems like this has been going on for a while. And he was obviously a higher ranking person in the fact of everyone at this lumber mill seemed to treat him like the boss. And obviously, this is all hearsay. We have nothing where he's holding, a badge that says I'm the head cultist, but it is, circumstantial or just not a coincidence that he is surrounded by these things, and we were tasked, or unofficially not tasked, to find out more information. We didn't just
Well,
randomly show up and cause problems.
here's an
So
idea.
I also have an idea.
Go
Those
ahead.
ravens up in the rookery. I think Why might be able to talk to them. And I don't know how much weight that would carry in the law, but if you could maybe if you wanted to confirm anything we find out from them that may incriminate him, you could ask another magic user who can cast speak with animals or something to talk to the ravens as well.
I have a
Oh,
different idea. If we release them, follow them, we might be able to find further evidence in wherever they go.
Yeah, that was already part of the plan. But we should probably go upstairs, and maybe while Cadron's looking around, I can take Why to go talk to the ravens.
Whatever you think is best. I take it you didn't find the lieutenant.
And unfortunately, no.
unless he was one of the henchmen, we didn't remove all the hoods.
Oh, we did. I have
You
them.
removed all the hoods.
I have them. I'll hold them up.
He has them all. I didn't
She?
recognize the lieutenant.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. Shush.
Let's take a look
You're not
around.
using your accent, so it threw me off.
That does bring up a really interesting proposal.
Which one?
Just our being here, or your bringing me here.
You can always walk away and pretend you never saw anything.
Can't do that.
Manavona can't do that.
I would have your men catalog everything and just file it away with the ongoing investigation. We obviously don't have all the answers, and
We killed a justice, that's the problem. And there's nothing linking him to the crimes.
other
Except
than
being here. Which isn't
5
enough.
eyewitnesses
Which
that
isn't
were
enough.
attacked.
We're adventurers compared to a justice of an entire city.
Yeah, it's not enough.
And you're absolutely positive you didn't find anything in his office or
We
There
can look
was
again. I
under a
found a
what was
spell book
floorboard?
and I
what
found
was
a
the
fairy tale book that I still need to look through. So there could be more incriminating stuff in there, hidden in there. I don't know codes. I'll have to look through it, but it's gonna take time, like a couple of days.
what weapon did he have?
An adamantine short sword.
Was that his normal weapon, sir?
Well, he's a justice. He's not exactly known to be armed.
We can take a second look around, maybe a fresh set of eyes will help us. But and we haven't even searched the other rooms. We only searched that office, really. And then
Which
there are
brings
men
me
in the
back to my proposal. I don't want to be here any longer than I have to be. For obvious reasons. However, you caught me at a good time. Got a little deal set up with some folks around Magnamar. Sometimes I look the other way, and they give me information. You follow?
yeah.
Okay. He'll kind of make his way out the front door for a second, and then deliver a series of knocks on the wood. Uh, he'll then round the corner back into the building again. This time with someone in tow.
Who
That
dat?
would
Who dat?
be. Who is that?
Oh.
So it's this 3'5", maybe 6 creature with the hood up and all you can see is like ears peeking out, and with like a flourish he like whips the hood off. He's got like this scarf and it's like blowing in the wind. There is no wind though. Where did it come from? Nobody knows. And it's a little mouse boy, little rat creature, and he like salutes to you guys and he goes, Dremvik Orve, it's nice to meet you.
Or we'll take a step back and that's a big rat. Bigger than I am.
Agnar's gonna like put like a hand on like easy. Hello, good friend. I am Agnar. Nice to meet you. He's gonna hold out his hand.
Oh yes, hello, nice to meet you. And he holds out his hand as well and he's just like rapidly shaking yours. He doesn't know when to stop, he just keeps going.
And Agnar would also not know when to stop. So we will be shaking our hand
Shit.
for a bit.
Oh yes,
So-
you have
Ryra
very
watched
big
this for a
hands.
bit. Ryra just watched this for a bit and she goes, I'm Ryra. What did you say your name was again?
Dremvik Orve.
Drenvik?
Dremvik.
You're close. Don't worry, we'll figure this out.
It's the I don't as oh
Oh no.
She's cutting out.
Got a little bit cut out there.
hello.
Yes,
Hello?
hear you.
Oh, hello.
Back to normal. Gremvik here is a perpetual pain in my ass. But I do think they can be useful now. Of course, I'll turn the other way. This payment.
Useful how?
Well, Dremvik here is a local and sometimes hangs around less than savory groups of people.
Agnar's gonna stop shaking her hand and be like, "What are your specialties?"
Namely, information gathering for me.
And you, little one?
And I steal things. I'm very good at it. People don't
You-
really notice me,
I do.
except for him.
Yeah.
Well, I guess welcome to the group. I hope you are ready for some very interesting people.
Yes,
Yeah, that's something for you guys.
we do travel with some rather unique folk. And he's gonna like do it like a loud whisper, completely oblivious that he's probably the weirdest person in the group.
Drumba kind of shrugs her shoulders and he's like, I'm the most interesting one here right now.
Hmm.
I would agree. By the way, I'm like
And his
six
tail.
seven, so like you are like I would have to like crouch down to be able to shake your hand.
You're taller than Lori.
Yeah.
Lori's only like 3'4".
Can you post a picture of your character? In character?
Well,
Hold on.
I do think it would be the best idea to go up to the Rook and investigate that a little bit further.
Yeah, that would be good.
Uh,
Just whenever you find something of note, just come by and try to catch me at my office.
well, we appreciate you coming by on such short notice, Kadrin.
Sorry you had to walk all the way over here.
Just a nightly patrol.
Ah, got it. She winks at him. Ah.
Well, try not to let Trimvik steal too much.
No promises.
And he will give you all a mock salute
Oof.
and leave the mill.
I don't think that man likes us very much. But
I think we're just more that he has to deal with.
agreed. Well,
You guys are a little trouble. He's a busy man.
let's continue our search.
If you guys
Grimvik,
maybe, if our new friend wants to maybe take a look around the office of the building and see if he uh can find any
Yes.
clues that we may have missed, and I'm gonna take Y here up to the rookery to talk to the Ravens, see if they know anything.
I'll join you, Rara. Agnol, if you want to
Very
accompany.
important tall man.
Perfect. If you'll accompany. We have Giant and the short one.
Yes.
Am I the giant?
Yes.
I will go with tall one. He like cranes his neck all the way up so he can stare at you. He's like, hello.
Ryra also pats Lori on the head.
I'm also still looking like wow, I can't even speak. Grotesquely like huge. I still have my mutagen active. I do not look good. Like I'm bloodied. I'm
None of you
hurting.
look great. But I think now would be a good opportunity for you guys to give like proper introductions to our newbie.
Right. Ryra is a full-blooded elf. She's pretty tall. She's like close to 6 foot, I want to say, and in like willowy, and she's wearing white robes, which are soaked in blood right now. You can see the blood is sourced from around her gut area, where there's a tear, but there's nothing there right now. Like there's no wound, and she's carrying a quarterstaff, and on her shoulder right now is a hawk, um, wearing a tiara. Actually, he's kind of cocking his head and eyeballing you, like your food. And Ryra has long, like brownish red, like auburny type hair and like light gray blue eyes.
And next to the elf is a short, even for a dwarf, woman with shaved hair on the sides and the back, but has long one kind of tuft in the front, and then in the back it kind of drapes down into a long braid that kind of hangs down her shoulder. Heavily armored, a very ornate warhammer in her hand, with this turquoise wrap for the handle, a large shield that almost has like almost a face on it. Is that it's the shield from that one dude? Uh, and she's wearing a smile, looking at you, and I'm Lori, and pleasure to meet you. And eventually, and I'll gesture over to the sleeping man in the corner. This is That's Modika. Whenever he wakes up, he'll introduce himself properly, but he's a little beaten and battered, so he's asleep.
He's just
Um,
there, like nodding his head, like,
Agnar's
okay.
gonna like look around. Oh, my turn. Hi, as I said before, Agnar Gunnoft. Pleasure to meet you, and it's a pleasure to meet me. I am a alchemist by trade, and you'll see that he has two bandoliers across his chest, filled with vials. He's got all sorts of flasks and everything all about his belt. He's got like a leather tunic, but it's like you can tell like there's like stains in it and you know cuts and everything. Like he's well used, if you will. Like he's got an armband that's got vials. Like he's completely decked out in flasky type things. He's got dirty blonde hair, but there's like kind of like salt and pepper, but instead of it being like black and white, it's like dirty blonde and white. He's been around a bit. He's 6'7", and you see him right now with a mutagen that he imbibed. So like he's pretty like muscular, stocky looking with like his kind of veins bulging and stuff like that. But normally he's a very wiry, tall, eccentric elf. Um, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it.
I didn't mention it before, but on Drumvik's tail, you guys would see a ring kind of just glittering around every time it like moves back and forth. And something moving and squeaking inside of his pocket that he kind of like pets every now and then.
Why here is eyeballing it intensely.
Oh no. Drumvik does not like the thing on your shoulder.
Yeah, Gwai here. He has a tiara, and he's zeroed in on whatever's in your pocket.
Don't be alarmed. Agnar's gonna kind of like step in. Don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. He's just inquisitive. He is our god king Gwaihir. He is a bird, of course, but he's also a god. So
Lori at this point has her hand over her face, just oh my god.
As long as it does not eat Milvin, I do not care.
I have no idea what you're saying.
The
Melvin.
Melvin.
who's
As long
Melvin?
as. And, uh, oh, I never showed you. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out another smaller rat. And he's like, "This is Melvin. Melvin is a girl, though. I don't know why his name Melvin. It's just Melvin." and he like holds Melvin up to you. And he's like, "You see, is pretty pink ball for girl."
Gwy here flies off of Ryra's shoulder and tries to snatch Melvin.
You hear two squeaks, one smaller and one much louder.
And Ryra goes, Gwy here, no!
Drumbick like huddles down over Melvin and just like cuddles her to his chest, like, "No, please,
And
do
you
not
hear Ryra,
hurt."
Gwy here like circles around and lands back on Ryra's shoulder, still staring at the thing, and Ryra starts whispering to him indistinctly so you guys can't hear, and Gwy here's feathers are ruffling.
Agnar's gonna tap Dremvik on the back and be like, here, little one. There could be worse, or there could be no greater honor than to be in the belly of a god. So
No,
if it
no, no. Wrong.
is, look,
No,
I'm just saying.
no. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
For a reference, it sounds like Ryra's in the middle of a heated argument, but you can only hear one side of it.
Well, Thrymvik, I really hope you bring some sanity to this group. Can we keep going?
Left out it.
Oh
Well,
no.
Ryra, no, Gwy here. Friends aren't food. He's a friend.
In here. Why is Moti asleep? Should we get going?
Did is the are the guards and everything still here?
It was just Kadrin.
Oh, it's just Kadrin. Is Kadrin still here?
No, he dipped.
Dipped. Okay. Did we want to go back upstairs and take a look? Maybe our new friend could
Yes, please,
add
Agnor.
a new perspective.
If you'll take a new friend here floor by floor for a few moments, Ryra and I will go upstairs to the Rook, and I'll let her do her magic-y thing, and then I'm going to release the birds and see where they go.
That sounds like a plan. Are you with me, friend?
Yes.
Then we shall move. And that's what we'll do. We'll go floor to floor and investigate as best we can each floor.
I will teleport you guys back up to the top floor.
Lori puts her fingers up on her forehead and says instant transmission. Dang it, Eric didn't laugh.
You gotta do something funny for me to laugh, buddy.
That wasn't funny? Oh.
It was just something that happens in Dragon Ball.
Gwy here. Now you wouldn't eat Lori, would you? Then why would you eat your other friend?
Ryra, I really think you should put a leash on that thing.
You are so lucky Agnar's not with you.
And
Where
we've
is everyone splitting up currently? Just so I can place you guys.
We're going to the Rookery. Me and Lori.
yeah, we would beeline it, and I guess the other two would.
We were going to go floor to floor all the way back up to the top. So, like, the second floor we would investigate. Most likely it's all just filled with, like, furniture, furnishings. But kind of just investigate and then move to the next floor and eventually end up here and then investigate while they're still dealing with people.
While Ryra is up at the top, I'll
Lori.
have... What about Lori?
She's up at the top with her.
As well. So while you two are up there, I'll have Agnor and Rimbic make me perception checks, 2 apiece, as you guys search the second and third floor a bit more thoroughly.
Down in the floorboards.
Oh, wait, am I gonna have to roll for Drimbic?
I'm sorry.
That was a yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sorry.
Someone didn't put all their HP in there.
Oops.
It's weird to have a level
Couldn't
7
be
character
me.
with 11 HP.
Oh no.
Couldn't be me.
That's
I don't
even
know
worse
what you're
than
talking
me.
about.
You have as much HP as Guy here. Less, actually. You have
Possibly it will
less.
stay.
Dremvik has 11 HP, but has a 78 AC.
Look, man. don't look at my AC. There's nothing to see there.
2 perception checks, all of them really
We
good for both of
knocked
you.
it out of the park.
Hell
Again,
yeah.
I continue to roll really well for you guys, but not for my own shit. It's just how it be. So now that well, at least for Agnor, now that you're not having to keep stealthy and stay behind uh, the image of what's his name, Mr.
Foxglove.
Foxglove,
Foxglove.
you can take a little better look around the room. These 2 floors are mostly uh, for finishing and putting together projects for shipping. Um, so there are plenty of crates and pieces of furniture in various states of completion. But the both of you on both floors are drawn to the crates themselves, as you can like glean the littlest tiny details on the lids of the crate that look like they've been torn off and replaced repeatedly. Uh, do you guys want to pop the top, so to speak?
Yeah.
Okay, Agnor does. Agnor can also reach.
Yeah, also Dremvik has absolutely no strength, so
There.
he sits encouragingly in the corner. Like, you can do it.
With encouragement, Agnor, you were able to get some leverage, crack the top of some of these crates, and the first couple are filled with pieces of furniture, ready to be assembled, pretty much. However, on the 3rd floor, as you pop open the last remaining crate, you find that it is empty. There's no furniture in it. There are, however, scratch marks on the inside of the crate and little speckles of blood.
Looks like someone was kept in here.
How big are the scratch marks?
You want to put your elven fingers up to the scratch marks?
Yeah.
Make me a survival check. Ooh, 13. Would Jermic also want to make a survival check?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let me. Oh, hey.
Oh,
Nice.
he does.
Can you can you see those numbers better, Eric?
Let me enlarge your screen. Oh, those are perfect. And they're oriented correctly.
Not so much on that
Garbage.
one. Yeah.
Just kidding. I don't mean to be mean.
Trying to
The
fix
white
it.
does show up very well, though. Ooh, very nice. Well, with Elven Hand and Ratman Paw both checking to see what kind of scratch marks these could possibly be, they're definitely not from a small creature. But there are, 5 marks. So something with 5 fingers.
Peculiar.
You just
His
can't tell.
person was kept here. It has to be, right? I wonder where blood come from. Maybe broke fingernail. It is very hurtful.
Well, we are
He like looks at his own paw.
we are still missing the lieutenant. Wonder if he was lured here by or lured in general by the justice to be kept in a crate. Is there anything other than the droplets of blood and the scratch? There's no like little pieces of clothing or anything identifying in that thing.
scraps of anything?
Well, this at least shows that more than just furniture was being kept here. Shall we keep looking?
Yes.
So I guess we keep looking.
Well, while you guys are looking around a little bit more, we can shift up to the rookery, where we have Lori and Ryra, and Gwai here, and 3 crows in the rookery.
Gross. All right, Gwai here. I need you to ask about what they may have witnessed here and where they take the letters in any shit. I don't know, Gwai here. You know what to ask.
Gwai here's feathers ruffle a little bit, and he doesn't seem to be in the cooperating mood, given your talking to him on the 1st floor.
I'll give you a snack later, Gwai here, when we get back to the inn.
He kind of smacks his beak on your head and hops off onto the rookery. Now, I can't remember if we decided that hawks and birds could talk to each other. I think we
We
agreed
did
because
avians.
they're just birds. It's like saying frogs and toads can't talk to each other.
They just have different dialects. So Guy here has a Boston accent, while the Crows have New York, and we expect you to do both of them.
Excellent. Well, regardless, you couldn't understand Boston bird speak
Yeah.
anyway.
To be fair, from our point of view, all I'm gonna know is whatever Gwai here relays to me.
So, what kind of questions would you like Gwai here to ask?
What kind of places where they've taken letters to? You know, start with some small talk. How are they treated? Do they like it here? You know, and then like kind of like where they take their letters, if they've witnessed anything that could help us.
Okay.
Have
Do
you
you think the
pecked any
Sox are going to
eyeballs
get the
out?
pennant this year?
Yeah, so I called them crows earlier. They're ravens. My bad. One of the ravens hooks its leg and leans up against the water cooler inside the rookery and starts small chatting with Gwai here. Yeah.
You're so
See,
done with this.
see any good chicks lately?
Didn't see this one coming, did ya?
I'm a DM. I foresee all. Just kidding. No, I didn't expect you guys to take this route. Well, Gwai here can relay to you that these messenger ravens go almost all over the city, but specifically they note big buildings. Big buildings. Big, tall buildings.
The big tower thing.
And
There's-
then I want Gwai here to ask them if they could take us to some of the big buildings where they normally take their letters. If they could show us.
They all kind of look towards the kind of the mesh that's keeping them in, and the little lock that keeps the door shut.
We'll release them.
Before she releases them, I'll set out or take one of my rations and take some of the nuts that are in it and just kind of sprinkle it out.
Ooh. Very nice. Well, they can't really get to it because the door's still shut.
Well, this is right before she opens it.
Yeah.
Can I try and open it?
Yeah, it's just a simple like latch.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
nothing
unlatch it
complex.
for them.
Cool. So the box that they were in, the door opens, and they just kind of hop out onto the larger table where the ration nuts have been placed. They just go to town on that shit. It is gone. They take a quick look over towards the ink pot and the parchment paper. Back to you guys, and then just kind of look around the rookery and flap off.
Gwahir, can you follow them and report back to me where they go? Get them to take you to those places. I'll have a very special
They
snack for you.
I'll
I'll buy you anything you want.
I'll
I'll buy you a rat.
I'll kind of follow the look or the looks and scribble Brothers of Seven on like a few pieces of parchments and roll it up and attach it to their legs.
Just that saying.
They're
I
already
don't know.
going to where they normally go.
Yeah.
They don't need it to be written.
Oh, okay.
They can't read.
Yeah, let's say they can't read.
No, you get
You just want a message, right?
yeah, because they were looking at the message or at the ink vial or ink vial and the paper, so I figured, hey, maybe they need to have a piece of parchment attached to them before they fly off because they've been trained to do that.
One
So-
of the three will stay behind and allow you to fix the rolled up parchment onto its leg.
But I promise Gwahir lots of gifts, anything he wants, and a rat to eat.
You spoil that bird.
Not Melvin, but I'll buy him a rat to eat.
You spoil that bird.
Gwahir has no qualms with the agreement and will flap off, following the messenger ravens. It is dark, though, and if you guys would like, the two of you up in the rookery, you guys can make me some perception checks to see how long you can follow their flight path.
Ooh.
Is that a good ooh or a bad ooh?
I don't have that spell prepared. Shit.
It is a shit.
Uh.
That's actually, I think, only like a. Let me look.
Oh, check you out.
That's only that's at -3 because I only have a +4 in like lit conditions because of Gwahir. At nighttime.
Right. Okay. You have
Yeah.
a bonus because you're familiar.
Mhm.
I see.
So it's just a 17.
Gotcha. Well, good thing for Lori here. So as the both of you watch as Gwahir and the three messenger ravens fly off towards the larger town portion of Magnamar, they get really close to Dock Ward before you just kind of lose track of them in the darkness. Ryra. Lori, however, being a bit more accustomed to dark, is a dwarf.
Yeah.
You can watch them a little further. You can see that they don't change course from the dock ward to move towards the summit or to go towards the Arvensor or the Justice Department, nothing like that. They're heading straight for the underbridge.
Huh.
What's tall on the underbridge?
Well, Ryra, I don't know if you followed them, but they went to the underbridge.
It looked like they were headed that way.
Looks like that's another place to start.
Don't have very fond memories of our short stint there.
I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We've got a new friend. He'll help us out.
And now we know what to expect. And can prepare properly.
I did believe most of us are in need of a bit of rest, but this also seems a bit important with now the blood of the justice on our hands. Personally,
Well,
I
it's
feel
late.
like
I feel like it would be okay to sleep for tonight since it's already super late and then go first thing in the morning. Gwahir can lead us to where they took him.
Personally, I'll disagree. Even though we're beaten and battered, this is something that the word is probably going to spread very quickly.
From who?
If there's 7 brothers, as they said that, as the name suggests, probably well connected. At least that would be my assumption. And we just took one out. Even if it was a mistake to take him out, at least in their eyes.
I am not going to be much use to you if we go tonight.
Hopefully we don't have to get into any sort of combat, but we'll leave it up to the rest of the group, but that's my opinion. I think we need to go. Need to follow this lead.
I feel like I could at least wait until morning, but we'll ask them.
So, exploratory crew, being Agnor and Drimbic. After a bit more thorough searching, you find yourselves tired, covered in sawdust, and empty-handed except for that single crate you found. Nothing else really popped up for you two. Ah, shit.
Not even on this floor that we're at, like back in the that justice's room.
Mhm.
Nothing new.
Nothing new. Seems you guys cleared that out. And as far as stuff you guys took from the office, you guys took the spell book, the very ornate-looking book of fairy tales, and there was a journal of sorts that none of you could really read.
Oh, right, I took that too.
Something I fear you forgot to mention to Sergeant Cadron.
I brought it up. No one listened.
I totally forgot that that was separate from the spell book and the fairy tale book. Well, it would be useless to us anyway until I could
Decipher it.
cipher it. Yeah, so it's fine. I'll just have to spend a couple of days.
Gotcha. And let's see, you knew one of the seemingly 3 languages, or was it 2 out of 3?
Me?
Yeah, because there's a handful of you in this group that
Um,
speak
We
multiple languages.
Yeah, well, we have comprehend languages too as
yeah.
elixirs and spells.
Yeah, so
So
you
those
speak
are
2 of the 3 languages that are in this.
Modakar could do too.
None of you know the last language, however.
that's what comprehend languages is for.
Yeah. Cast that for 3 days in a row and see where that gets you.
Yep.
I can make an elixir, have us drink it.
No different than a spell, mind you.
Of course not.
Is there anything else up here before we make our way down?
It also only lasts for 10 minutes a level, so
Like,
Yeah.
if is you said there's a ink and parchment already up here. Is there, whenever I scribbled a note, was there already a note that was pre-written or anything of the sort?
no, last session when you guys went up to the rookery, I made a note that you guys didn't see anything already written out.
Okay.
Nothing was there, fortunately.
Here's a question. Was there any slight indents on any of the parchment as if someone wrote on top of it like a pad?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Can we see that?
You guys can scrutinize the pieces of parchment that are up there, but unfortunately, you don't find any cheeky indentions.
Oh, this man had a feather hand.
What if I use like a charcoal pencil to
Here,
to
let me set the scene. I'm a cultist and I want to write a note to someone. I'm going to take the parchment. I'm going to move it off of this stack of parchment onto the table and write my note.
But then it would be like all broken and because wood isn't completely smooth unless they found the fine art of sanding.
If cultist Boy Scouts taught me anything, it's that you need to separate
Alright,
your paper from the pad.
regardless, we reconvene with the other two and we propose our options. Either we follow to find where Gwaihir went tonight, which would require him to come back to us. We could start headed in that direction and maybe he'll find us, maybe he won't.
You know,
Or we could take the night, go to sleep, find him in the morning.
right idea. There's an idea that I think we're not an avenue that we're not going down. We do have a new friend that's rather small, and I don't mean to size you up a little bit, Thrimvik,
Taller than
but
you.
Taller mouse friend.
you'll see the look of just like I want to. Nope, I'm good. Thrimvik, I think it'd be a good idea if you went and took a look.
He doesn't know what to look for. Gwaihir's not back yet.
We can give him what information we have, because we know that the Ravens went towards the Underbridge in the Dock District. So maybe, well, let. What do you think, Thrimvik?
Well, if Drenvik goes, I can go see other friends that are there. Maybe trade along the way.
That's a good idea. I was just saying that we're not going to know where specifically the Ravens went in the dock ward until Gwaihir returns and talks to me. Because none of you guys can communicate with him. So that's a great idea, and I agree with that. But we won't know anything specific on where to look. We can just generally have Drumfig ask around. But we don't really know
I mean,
much
that's
yet.
that's one way to nip that, get ahead of everything. And Thrimvik, honestly, if you look for ravens that is maybe perched somewhere, I don't know.
That might not narrow it down.
Another problem is, and I know we never hope for issues. I've only got probably another 5 bombs worth of materials in this pack.
That's something I also brought up. I'm all tapped out if something happens. I'm completely tapped out almost.
Lori's gonna kind of rotate her shoulder and like, I think I can keep going. Honestly, I may not have as much of a repertoire of things that I can do, but I think I can keep going.
I'm
Here's
I'm of
sorry.
the opinion that nothing will change between now and 8 hours from now.
And it may not, or it may change 100% for the worse. But the point is this: we were coming in here, unknown dangers, and we faced. And he's gonna kind of like point around him. 14 things and a thing from another planet, and it basically tapped us out completely. If we're expecting that these things are going to another of the 7 brothers, we need to be at our fullest complement.
I agree. Drimvik, what do you think? Are you okay with scouting around by yourself while the rest of us takes a rest, or do you want one of us to accompany you?
This is the best time to steal things, so I do not mind going myself. And he kind of shrugs.
Hmm.
If
Well,
Drumvik dies in the first session that he's in, it'll be a record.
no, we've. Well, Drimvik, I do want to inform you that we've had a fair share of companions travel with us, and I'll feel better if you take a few of these, and I'll hand Drimvik 2 potions of they are. Oh shit, my contacts. Cure light wounds. 2 potions of cure light wounds. And I will also hand him a vial of spider climb.
Do you have any more potions you can mix up that might help him, Agnor?
Well, Laura, you never used the haste elixir that I gave you, correct?
I did not, but if I was going to be honest with you, I'd personally like to keep that.
Well, unfortunately, the ingredients will only be viable for a short few more hours.
Okay,
They become inert after a bit.
I'll hand that over to Trimvik too.
As you're just handing him like vial after vial, he's just like humming to himself and dropping them into this bag at his side. And every time he drops one in, the bag just stays the same size.
Oh my god.
Do you have a bag of holding?
Trim
Of course I do.
You son of a bitch.
Trimvik, I think I truly where did you get that? I need one.
Oh, I buy it.
Okay.
I have gold. And he like reaches in, pulls out like a handful of gold, and he's like, "There is still more inside." And then he just like puts it back into the bag.
Oh, Trimvik, welcome to the party.
He clicks his little boots.
Well, I think agreement has been settled. Trimvik
What?
goes, and we go rest for a little while, and
One more thing. I think this might work out very well for you as well. And he's going to give you the Hat of Disguise.
Ooh.
You gonna tell him what it is?
Just linked it.
Oh, I was about to say, you just handed him a hat, as far
Hat
as
of
he
well, I
knows.
would have said a Hat of Disguise. And I guess, yeah, he could explain it. With this, all you have to do is think about something, and you could appear a foot taller, a foot shorter, a completely different creature type. Um, it should aid you in your stealthery.
He could appear to be a small human child.
please, sir, can I have some more?
He'll put the hat on his head and
You'll have like a newsboy cap.
newsboy. Oh please. But he'll put the hat on his head, and immediately, as suggested, just turns into a small child, a little bit shorter than he was originally.
Extra, extra. Read all about it.
Wait, aren't you like 3.5 feet tall? So you're
Yeah,
shorter than that even? What are you, a toddler?
yeah, yeah. Of course,
You're 2 feet. You're the size of my infant daughter.
it's the best way to get around.
That is, but so you're an actual human, just 2 feet tall.
Yeah.
That is disturbing. That's a walking 2 feet tall human.
Let's call those halflings.
Oh, I thought
Halfling.
Exactly.
halflings were 3 feet.
Yeah.
Still short.
Are gnomes shorter than halflings?
Yes.
Uh-huh. They are.
He's
Anyways,
just small now.
good luck. Oh, actually, and he's gonna start whipping up another thing, and you'll see like this little like puff of smoke come out of the vial, and then he corks it. He's like, "This might be able to help you as well, since it seems like you like being small. Give you a
Oh, shit.
elixir of reduced person."
And he just plops that into his bag as well.
So, are you a small creature?
Yeah,
Might be
So
tiny by now.
you would be a tiny creature.
I love it here.
You could climb inside your bag of holding.
I don't think I would want to do that.
I don't think there's any air.
I'm just throwing out options. Just throwing out options.
Well, we need to get this plan in action. Let's we are currently staying at the Scarlet Raven. Is that where we're staying?
Yes.
Do you know where that is, Drenvik?
Drenvik know where many things are.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're at the Scarlet Raven. When you get done, just meet us there. Uh, I don't know about the other two, but or the other three technically, but I'll still be up.
He just nods his head.
So we'll.
What time is it?
About now it'd be, geez, for you guys, almost like 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. So we'll start making our way to the Scarlet Raven, and whenever Drenvik is
Did we
ready,
leave those masks there?
I took 5 of them for sure.
Left the others?
I took 5 of them plus the one that was specifically called the Reaper's mask.
I'm
So
never gonna use those masks. I can't imagine why any of us would want to use them. They fuck you
so
up.
um the I forget his name, the constable dude. He wasn't
Cadwick.
having anything. He wasn't have anything to do with like the bodies and everything, right? He just left. He didn't want to
Mhm.
come back eventually or anything.
No, Cadman just left.
So I think we
That's
should
fair.
just stash all the bodies in that room that what's his face came out of.
I don't see what the difference is.
I think we should leave it for them to be found.
Yeah, but they don't have their masks on, so how can you tell that they're cultists? I don't see why we need the masks, is what I'm saying. Because they're gonna fuck you up. There's clear, like, bad things about them. I'm not ever gonna wear one, even to go under disguise. I fucking refuse to. But it's up to you. If you want to keep them, that's on you. But Ryra disapproves as we go back.
Lori's just trying to get sent to prison. So we have 2 Sanhedrin necklaces, and now we have a bunch of cultic costumes. Guys, you don't understand. We're not bad guys. We just have all the bad guy stuff. That's all. Trust us. Also, we've killed a lot of people since we've gotten to the city, but we're not the bad guys, okay? I don't know if it's going to play, but go for it. So we're going back to the inn.
Okay. Interesting group you are.
I don't like the way you say that.
Tough.
Just saying, if Lori gets arrested, I don't know her.
I just don't know what defense you can mount when you have all the incriminating evidence.
Plenty.
Hey. Well, as the 3 of you make your way back to the Scarlet Raven, Drenvik, you start making your way towards where?
Where the birds were heading to.
I told him
From
the
where?
underbridge in the dock ward.
Yes.
Okay. So let me go ahead and put you guys on the Magnamar map again. Where are you at? There you are. So Magnar is a big city, by the way. This is Grace's first time looking at this map. So I will ping where you guys currently are. All the way down here at the south. See that ping, Grave?
I on the phone, I can't see anything.
No maps at all.
Oh, no, it's just because the way that the phone is, I can't move to see where anything is. Like, I
Okay.
can't move the map because I'm on phone.
Got you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a little less impactful then. You basically have
sorry.
to walk a
Would it help if I streamed it for you?
city away.
Oh, it'd probably help. I'd be able to see the map then.
How's it cheap? Ooh. That's a great idea, being a good talker, Lori, but unfortunately I don't think you guys fit that bill.
You've just never given. I'm always a good talker.
Whoa. Okay.
My mouth can do many things.
Oh
Ooh.
my! Oh, motor car's up in more ways than one.
Okay. So do you have access to the map now?
I can see it on the stream, yeah.
Okay, so
We'll
we're
ping the sawmill. We'll all ping the sawmill way down there at the southern portion of Magnamar, and you are headed up in this direction.
The iris span.
Yeah, right there underneath the Ire Span, which is a massive bridge.
That is such a long way away.
Yes, it is, and your legs are very short.
Well, we're all
But
walking like 90% of the way together because the entrance to the
Didn't we have a
summit.
cart?
Assuming Drimvik wants to walk with you guys, of course.
Yeah.
Didn't we
And
have
you
a
guys
cart at one point?
did have a cart.
not
It's called
anymore.
the Song.
I don't think. Oh yeah, it was parked just
Yeah,
down
we
the
parked
street.
it. Not
Yeah,
obviously right outside the lumber mill, but we.
Good ways away.
let's take the Kusan.
Non-suspiciously parked cart.
Shadam is smoking a joint.
Yeah, I was gonna say Shadowmist puts his hoof caps back on his hands and gets
Where
himself
to,
going.
boss? Where to, boss?
And you all start making your way out. Hopefully getting a good night's sleep. Okay. So further into the night, as Drimvik gets closer and closer to the Ire Span, more importantly, the area of Magnamar called Underbridge, there's a few things that stand out. Not sure if I should continue.
no, you're good. I'm listening.
Oh, got you. All right, I didn't know if you had to step away for a second or something.
Nah, all's good.
There's a few things that pop out to you. Underbridge, compared to the rest of Magnamar, is surprisingly lively for this time of the night. Kind of at the bottom of the map on the stream, you can see Underbridge represented in that little circle off into the ocean. Still listening and can talk. Okay. But this area, compared to the rest of Magnamar, is still pretty lively. You can hear the ongoings of several taverns underneath the bridge. There are still people kind of milling about late into the evening. And it's surprisingly well lit, considering where it is and how late it is. So again, if you
And
look,
that's
like,
not a normal thing for this part, right?
it's pretty normal.
Okay.
Underbridge is a bit seedier than the rest of Magnamar, where people can kind of get away from, well, the guard, kind of.
Hmm.
They have their own form of law down there, more or less.
A place Drumvik would be
Pretty
well
familiar with.
accustomed to.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So you're seeing lots of familiar faces, lots of drunks, kind of stumbling out of bars and into these. You can't even really call it an alley.
And I've not seen the birds yet, have I?
Sorry, I just wanted to let that sit with Kyle for a second.
Oh
Oh no, I didn't say do it again. I was just letting it sit there,
Oh.
letting it fester.
I'm a really good drunk actor. That's all I can say.
It's like you're not even acting.
Fuck you.
So, if you want to take a look, keep an eye out for the ravens. Go ahead and make me a perception check. I say to myself. Hey, 25. So with a 25, Jumvik, as you kind of carefully make your way through the tiny, grimy, crowded streets of Underbridge, your nostrils are assaulted by the smells of smoked fish, vomit, cheap ale, and finally, you catch the almost imperceptible uh, beating of wings in the shadows of the Underbridge. They seem to be revolving around the tallest building under the bridge, the clock tower.
Knew it.
Hmm.
You would know that this building in Underbridge, uh, people don't really go to it anymore. It's an old, rickety looking clock tower that seems like it's going to fall any day now. Um, it's made out of all kinds of material. It's got mostly stone bits of wood up at the top, being held on by ironworks, but it's crooked as all hell. Um, and are you going to try and get like closer to it? Because you can definitely see it from where you are currently, but you're not like next to it.
Yeah, he'll try to get closer to it, see what else is going on.
Okay.
If any, like, shady people are actually entering, you know?
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to stop there and like, yeah, there's plenty of shady people.
No, 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 no.
It's like Mos
Entering.
Eisley.
Yeah.
The even shadiest people. The ones that
Gotcha.
actually go inside.
So a few more crowded streets and alleys, and you're out into this relatively empty opening in Underbridge. There's not a whole lot that surrounds the base of the clock tower. Let me see if I can actually find some art to show you guys again.
You started it.
BRB. No, can't exactly find a good piece of art for you guys. I don't think I showed you guys art of this thing before either. Which I should have.
Of what thing?
The clock tower. Silly.
Yes. I think you did show us
Probably.
when we ran
I'll
into that friend.
post.
That
Yeah.
friend there.
I see Cat. I'll also post another piece of the piece of art for the tower.
Uh-huh.
Ah, definitely seen better days. Oh man, the
That.
cat went away before I could get a good look at it.
Oh, sorry. I'll grab him again. This is Frodo. He's the inbred one with slightly crossed eyes.
Hi,
He
dummy.
Hello, Mr.
he doesn't
Frodo.
he doesn't
Oh,
really like
oh
being
shit.
picked up, like at all.
He's
Well, it's
going
because he's
feral.
got a ring he's got to bring to Mordor.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's Frodo. He's
Bye,
very
Frodo.
cuddly though. He keeps bumping his head against me.
No, but he doesn't want to be picked up. What a tease.
He has to be in a mood like he has to come to you. And I just kind of snatched him on my way upstairs. So,
So you catnapped him.
yeah, a little bit. He wanted me to go into the base. He likes to try and lure people into the basement where he gets 10 times more cuddly. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
That's kind of rapey sounding.
He loves it when people come into the basement with
I just
him.
want you in the basement so I can cuddle you.
Oh shit!
Meow.
I forgot
Where
the
it's
thing I went
dark and
downstairs for.
no witnesses.
They can't hear you scream. I mean, purr.
And I'm just a cat. Hi, dummy. Hi. No thoughts.
Zero thoughts.
And possibly an extra chromosome.
Yeah, probably.
Yay.
Seems likely.
Oh, he loves it. Check him out.
I'm scratching his little back.
Yeah. Oh, he loves it.
All right.
Bye,
I'll
Frodo.
be, I'll be back again, possibly with a different cat.
Ooh, fun.
Show and tell.
All right. So where was I? I was explaining the clock tower. Right. So Trimvik. So you exit one of the side streets into this surprisingly empty clearing of buildings. Um, seems no one really wanted to build around that tower, so they just haven't. Um, and you can see kind of sloppily written on the side of the base of the tower. Looks like it's been written in blood. Don't golem open inside, or something to that effect. That joke would have landed if Kyle was here. You know,
You
it's
kind of
like the
just like
Walking Dead thing.
blink, blink.
Don't
I get
dare
it.
to open it. Yeah, okay. See, yeah.
I got it.
You could have laughed a little bit, John. Now I got my ego hurt.
I'm sorry. If I had the camera on, you would have saw me laugh. I don't normally key in to laugh. I feel like that's very
you guys use
very
push to talk.
what's the word I'm looking for?
Uncouth, rude.
Yeah, just like ha 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 ha.
Yeah, I don't care. I like hearing people laugh. All right, Kyle. Jesus Christ. Moving on.
That was disturbing. Hey kids, it's Uncle Jeremy.
Sorry about that laugh brain.
He brought that fun candy.
This candy makes you go to sleep if you eat
Oh,
enough
check
of it.
out. Another cat. This one looks a lot less.
Well, Kyle,
miserable.
the only thing you've missed is that Kaylee's been showing off her cats.
Yeah.
Oh, whoever
One is
that
a,
is looks
one is
Hitler.
a rape kitty,
My
and the other one's Hitler.
That's Hitler.
Wow.
Kyle, look away.
numbers, they're burning.
Kyle, you have to get away from here.
My numbers, they're burning. I can feel them reappearing on my arm.
Oh, Hitler looks dense. Damn, thick ass cat.
You thick boy.
Like Jazz
This
is
is
big, but she's all fluff.
this is Pippin.
Pippin.
We have
Built
Frodo and
like
Pippin.
Yeah.
Mary is
Where's the rest of them?
Mary's asleep over on the stairs. I'm not gonna be able to get her. She doesn't like people. Well, she loves people. She loves to cuddle, but she also hates people. It's really weird.
It's a
And
violent circle.
we used to be best friends, but ever since I went to college, every time I come home, she runs from me.
She
So
holds a grudge.
yeah, she
So
holds a
let me get this
grudge.
straight. You used to be best buddies, but now you're not.
Yeah. And
Have you
then
ever wanted to build a snowman?
Sammy is the dog.
Same wise.
Yeah.
So, written in blood. Don't golem. Open inside. But the setting around the base of the tower is empty. You're not seeing any movement on the outside.
I'm assuming we told our new friend not to go in the tower.
No, you
Shit.
told him what you told him.
You
Well,
know, Kyle,
we didn't realize he'd be led to the tower.
I 100% knew that it was going to the tower. It said that they were going to the highest peak, and they went literally underneath the iron
They
span.
didn't say where. They said like tall, big buildings.
Tall, big
In
buildings. What's
general.
the tallest thing in the iron span?
I feel like I'm being
Whatever.
attacked.
Nope. I'm just listen. I said someone's gonna die, and we know who.
Well, I
Well,
think Trimvik
Trimble
is smart
wouldn't
enough.
go inside anyway. He's lived in this city for at least a year. He knows
See,
better.
good. And you do have haste and spider climb and reduced person, so you're set.
Yeah, and now what is it? 4 bottles of cure light wounds.
Yes.
Well,
He's good.
one-man army,
Hell yeah.
or one-man Warren. So nothing on the ground level, but as you kind of scan the area, your eyes naturally go up towards the top of the tower, um, and there once again you can get a clearer look at the dark figures flying around. Clearly, they are ravens now. What's a little bit more interesting is that you can see that there is a light at the very top, like right underneath the angel. You can see some light coming out from that top part of the clock tower.
Are there
Okay.
any buildings around it that are kind of tall?
Um, tall relative to the buildings around them. You're not going to find much more than a 1.5 or 2-story tall building here.
Mm.
And the clock tower is easily like, what was it? I want to say 150, 200 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. With whatever knowledge he has, he's just gonna like look at it, look at the ravens flying around and the flickering light, and he's just like, this is dangerous. And he'll kind of like turn around and start heading towards wherever the party was staying.
Gotcha.
He knows better.
All right, so you've seen what you need to see. You turn on your heels and you start headed back to some place called the Scarlet Raven.
Mhm.
You know, it's up on the summit, which is the higher part of Magnamar. Magnamar itself is divided into 2 sections by a massive cliff. The summit clearly being the top. So you smallly make your way up there.
Yeah, keyed in for that.
Thanks.
Got you, buddy.
And having lived in the city, you can find your way to the Scarlet Raven pretty easily.
In the meantime, Ryra's been taking a look at that journal shortly before she goes to bed, just spending a little bit of time on it.
Okay. Make me a linguistics check as you're reading it, trying to read it, I should say. 16. Okay.
It's terrible.
It ain't great. But your bonus is saving you. So, not really recognizing that third language at first glance, given the fact you were standing in a adjacent room full of bodies, wounded, covered in blood and sawdust, it's kind of hard to take your time. But given a little bit, you can deduce that the languages that make up this cipher include Elvish, Infernal, and that last language that you couldn't quite get, Draconic.
Hmm.
So you can piece together that this journal is a fairly cryptic cipher comprised of those 3 languages. And I think I told you guys last session how long it would take to kind of figure it out.
It's 3 days of
3 days.
nonstop,
Yeah.
3
and
days of study.
that's all I do.
Not all, typically it's like 8 hours.
Okay. That's a lot. Like
It's a
8 hours
lot.
total or 8 hours every day?
8 hours every day.
Oh, fuck. Alright, yeah, literally all I do then. I'd spend more time on it, but I gotta rest up. So,
But now you know the last language
mhm.
acquired.
If I put more ranks in the linguistics, I can know all the languages.
You can. This is true.
They might have a book in that. Did we go to a bookstore or something that might teach you it?
Oh yeah, Draconics for Dummies.
Yeah.
I might have to go to the store tomorrow.
Learn in the week between sessions. You guys can laugh. It was funny.
No.
I thought you were just being mean to me, so I didn't want to laugh.
I just didn't queue up when I laughed.
My brand of humor is being mean to you, John.
Mm,
How long do I have to be mean for you, or mean to you, for you to get it?
I just keep accepting it, I guess. I've never had a brother. I don't know what brotherly love is.
You guys have forced me to drink.
It's a rain. It's not even alcoholic.
It's gummy bear flavored.
Oh God.
Oh shit. Mine was filled like up to the fucking top.
Ooh.
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with ooh.
Guys, listen. I'm not going to brag, but I have a ton of new followers on TikTok. Now, granted, they all have this really sketchy link. They have no friends, but the profile picture makes them seem pretty odd. So I'm pretty popular.
You're fired, John.
I'm just saying. You guys can sleep well knowing that pretty popular.
Well, after a bath and a meal, Lori's gonna do some praying. You know, silent prayers to herself, and then head off to bed.
And then Jervik walks in. You're still disguised, aren't you?
Yeah.
Were you a child wandering underneath the Iris fan at
Yeah.
1 a.m?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, most people were too intoxicated to look down. They just thought they bumped into
Exactly.
something. Who knows what that something was?
Well, he was like over there. Could he have picked pockets on his way back? From the drunkards, of course.
Yeah, you could have. We'll say you could have snuck 3 pockets.
Hell yeah.
Oh damn.
3 pockets.
Where,
That's their entire inventory.
where'd you get that baby from? That wasn't a pocket. That was a baby carrier. Completely snuck that out of someone's arms.
Well, 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 what did you get?
What were the rolls?
22, 25, and 34.
Oh, Jesus.
Hmm,
You sure you're not part monkey?
Yeah.
Look, man. He just likes taking things, okay?
Oh, I'm just saying. I knew a monkey that liked taking things too.
Yep.
Completely broke our campaign.
Well, once you're safe next to the, well, next to or inside the Scarlet Raven, you can take a look at your haul.
Hell yeah.
Someone writes this down. So while picking pockets of drunkards in the underbridge, you were able to snag 38 copper pieces.
A condom?
Yeah, no.
A used condom, sorry.
Disgusting. You were able to nab, so 38 copper pieces. Luckily, a single gold piece and a belt buckle. It was not attached to a belt, mind you.
Damn, I was hoping someone's pants fell.
No, just loose pocket treasure. That's what we'll call it now. Pocket treasure.
Pocket treasure. I love
Used hanky.
That wasn't a hanky.
Oh no.
Ew.
Well,
So I guess she did steal some children.
well, you said Drumvik made his way back into Scarlet Raven. Does he make it up to my room?
I'm not sure Drumvik would know where your room is.
Yeah, so I
shit.
figured when you said you were waiting for him, you'd be waiting downstairs.
Oh,
Having that dawn on me, I'll come down and I'll kind of cover myself up with my cloak, but I have basically just my sleepwear on, so.
He just tired out Modi and then came back downstairs, you know? You
Laura
had to
uses
help him get to
sleepwear.
sleep.
Yes.
Now, bear with me. I would like to imagine sleepwear for Lori that is like a robe, but it has those really fluffy cuffs.
That's her robe, yes.
Perfect.
However, she does have a very like it's kind of like a nightgown, but it's not like super frilly. It does have a little bit of lace around the neck and armband or arm straps, but that's in around the hem. But other than that, it's kind of plain.
Michael's not here to defend himself. Modokar now canonically wears a muumuu.
I am okay with that.
I'm
What
also
is
okay
that?
with this.
I need to find his character art, get his head, and superimpose it on a person wearing a muumuu. Hold on.
Someone find a muumuu and post it in the chat.
Stand by. Give me like 1 minute. I'll get Mordecai and a muumuu.
Dang it.
But yeah, so realizing that she fucked up, Lori will come back downstairs and just kind of wait for a little while. Maybe have another glass and, just kind of patiently just think about the day's events.
Hmm.
Isn't Drumvik there already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lori's just coming back downstairs. You're
Oh, Grimmy, how are you?
checking your hole.
Oh, good morning. And he'll like take the hat off, shove it into his bag. He just poof pops back to himself.
Here, I was thinking you were going to be a child for the rest of the evening.
Can you imagine him pretending to be like Lori Motocar's child?
Yes. Don't make Lori's heart hurt that badly.
He thinks Grave is having some trouble.
Lori wants nothing more than to give Modokar a child, an heir to his wonderful throne.
I keep breaking.
Yeah. We noticed.
So sorry.
It's all right. You're not in the greatest of circumstances right now. For internet.
No.
Okay.
So did you hear the part about where he took off the hat and like poofed back to himself?
Yes.
Okay. Because I didn't hear anything after that.
That happened 4 years ago, Grave.
Oh.
There was a time jump. We're all dead.
Yeah.
Thanos snapped something.
You're the only surviving party member. You just got here.
Grave, we've all been dead for 700 years. Let us
Oh
go.
my
It's
god.
okay.
Mortal
No.
rat klepto. Well, now that Jernvik has finally, inside the Scarlet Raven talking to Lori. The rest of you are doing as you will. What's the plan? You guys resting for the rest of the evening?
I need a full
Yeah.
rest to be able to get my stuff back. So
Full rest
whatever
here.
that entails.
Okay. Normally 8 hours of sleep.
I don't know
And
what full rest in real life are anymore because I never get 8 hours of sleep with all my kids.
me neither. With all my kids. Yeah, two can play that game. I'm not even a dad. They're not even mine. Yeah. So, would Drimvik relay any information to Lori while they're...
Yes. He'd tell her where he saw the crows at, tell her that it was at the tower. He didn't see anyone go inside the building, but that there was a light flickering at the top. But that he hightailed it out of there because that's a sketchy place to be.
Yeah. Once you start conveying this information, you can see, or Drimmick can see Lori's shoulders just slump and sigh. I kind of figured we'd have to go back there. Well, I think we've all earned ourselves a rest. Especially you, sir.
He is gonna scoop up all of the 38 copper that he just got, put it into Lori's hands, and like pat it a little bit, and he's like, "This is for you, for investment on bag of holding." And he'll pocket the rest of his goodies.
She's gonna stand there and just a little stunned, a little bit. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And I don't mean that sarcastically. I mean that. I appreciate the kindness. You just met us. You don't have to do that.
He kind of like shrugs a little bit, and he's like, "I don't really need the money. I have I have many money. I don't know what to do with all of it sometime."
Well, my best advice is if you're going to be traveling with us, arm yourself well.
He kind of like snickers a little bit, takes out one of his daggers from his belt, and he's like, "What's this?" And he'll throw it. And uh
Ooh,
Murders Lori.
where do you throw it?
can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Drumbeck just goes on a murder spree and kills everyone in the party. I don't need money. I just need your souls.
No, he was gonna throw it in an empty space, an empty building,
What?
and then just like magic, the dagger
You're roboting?
magically appeared on his belt.
All right, I caught some of that towards the end, but at the beginning I missed that part. Throws a dagger.
Sounded like add an NPC, but I don't think.
Mm. Doubt it.
Yeah.
Does Gwahir come back at some point in the night?
Ryra, Gwahir's been dead for 70 years.
Alarmingly, Gwahir has not returned yet.
Oh, fuck.
It's been uh a little over an hour. Hmm. I think what Drimvik was showing off is he threw a dagger, hopefully not at a person. He said after throwing it, a few seconds
No.
pass. Oh, back. Cool. So
Yeah.
what happened with dagger?
Okay, so he would have thrown it at an empty spot, kind of like puff his chest out, wait a little bit, and magically the dagger just pops up again on his belt.
Empty spot. So Lori, the rat has teleporting knives.
What the fuck
Good
is
luck.
this? What is this magic? I need 3 of those. Whatever is on that dagger, I need 3 of those.
He just gives her a big ol' smile.
Rat
He's like,
teeth.
maybe I gift you something. Maybe. And he like shrugs.
If you'll gift us with your company, then I will be satisfied. I'll see you in the morning. Well, later in the morning.
He nods. And you hear squeaks from Melvin.
Well, I don't know if you have room and lodge here at the Scarlet Raven, but we do. Modi's already passed out, and you're small enough that I think, uh, well, I could always share a bed with Modi, and you can have mine.
I could never take a lady's bed. I will go sleep with other one.
Other one. Okay. And I'll lead him up to our bedrooms, and I'll go into mine and Modi's. Curl up in his big old meaty arms and
And then that's it.
kind of just inhale the sweet scents and go to sleep.
There ain't nothing sweet about. Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, you return to Motorcar he's wearing a muumuu. The hottest thing ever.
I could
Oh,
see Lori crawling up in it to be like that close to him.
Lori is thirsty
Shares the
now.
moo.
Allow me to server mute, John.
Lori is thirsty now.
Speaking privileges returned.
I was just saying.
Ah!
You each bed down for the night. The mattresses are nice, comfortable, warm. You guys wake up in the cold autumn morning. Uh,
I make my way downstairs for breakfast and I look for Drumvin?
Rimbic.
Drumvik.
Drumvic. Yeah, I look for him.
Yeah. He probably come down a little bit later.
Oh, Drumvic. What did you find last night?
Ah, yes, the birds went to tower and there was a light, but I didn't go look inside the tower because that is a bad place to be. So I left and I came here.
What
And
kind
I
of
stole
tower?
from people.
Wait. What kind of tower?
Oh, the tower. The clock one.
Fuck. Guahir isn't back yet. Fuck. Oh fuck. I'm gonna go prepare my spells for the day. And she rushes off in a hurry, looking very upset.
Have fun.
Lori will probably come down about that point. Well, I take it Ryra's in a
What?
tizzy.
Ryra just books it past you.
Uh, I take it you told Ryra what you told me last night, Drimmy.
Yes, I did.
Well, I do want to just go ahead and point out that Ryra is a bit of a worrywart. So, any information should be given delicately.
Ah,
Good
I see.
morning, everyone. You're gonna
Ah.
start taking large steps down.
God,
Did he
he's
remember his
awake.
pants?
Yeah, he's fully dressed this time, and he's gonna make note of that to Lori, and he's gonna like grab like the hem of his pants, like the belt, and be like and wink. Like, yeah, I didn't forget him this time.
Again, it's just. Oh, God.
Drumbeck, you're still here, my friend.
He nods his head. It look like we will be going back to the clock tower.
Ah, we have unfinished business there, but I see that you've made it back, so that's good news.
Yes. And also, your hat was very good for stealing things. I thank you.
Okay, yes, that's good. It's good use. The hat, thievery. Anyways, anyone have any eggs? I guess I'll order my own.
Some of the table has been served breakfast. And while you're looking for someone to bring you eggs, Agnor, you can spot just the littlest little puncture in the nice wall of the establishment. Looks about dagger sized.
Was there a brawl here last night?
No, that was Drimmy showing me a trick that he can do. Quite impressive, actually.
I love tricks. Show me.
Uh, mm, okay.
He takes out his dagger again, throws it. He again, like puffing out his chest, waits a little bit, and the dagger just reappears on his belt.
Oh, magnificent! Do it again.
No, Agnol, please don't encourage this. We don't want to rack up a bill.
Throw it at my face and make it do that thing.
At your face? Are you sure?
Well, yeah, it's
Lori
it's a
leans
trick.
over. Do it. Please do it.
Well, as you throw
Kinda
that
like
first dagger of the morning, the patrons of the inn fall silent, some gasp, and one of the waitstaff calmly approaches your table. Um, excuse me, we would like to ask you to stop throwing weapons. You may hit other patrons, and well, please don't.
I was just advising them on that very thing, actually. Um, is would you like us to pay for the patching of
Yes,
the holes? Okay.
yes.
We'll
We'll work it out once your stay here is over.
Well, since we have you here and all, I would like some eggs. He's gonna like dust off the table and he
Hi,
sits down.
Jesse.
I'll
Right.
I'll kind of
Gonna
just.
wait. Raffle. Turn to leave. But Lori,
I'm so sorry about them.
What did I not? Is there a proper way to ask? Prithee, do you have the
Agnol,
Harden's
Agnol, Ag-
cluster of
Ag-
protein from the chicken's?
Oh god damn it, Agnol.
Just want some eggs.
We
Been a
under
long night.
we understand. I understand, but it's usually not. It's very uncouth to request the staff that has come over to tell you to stop doing something, and then immediately send them off with an order of your own food. It's not very
Understood.
polite.
Was it a woman or man that approached us?
It was an yeah.
young man.
Well, he'll be like, okay, I apologize. My sincerest apologies. Do you mind if you walk about 15 feet that way and then immediately return? I would like to place an order for eggs. Thank you.
Oh god damn it.
I like to think that Jazzy and I share the same facial features.
Yeah, a little bit. She looks pretty done with everybody's shit.
Jazzy shows more emotion.
Agnol, I just want you to know that I came from a mountaintop. That the
Mm,
only visitor that we've had since I was born was Modokar. And surprisingly, I have more manners than you.
I simply asked for. Are we not in a tavern? Are eggs not be prepared for breakfast? It's the most important meal of the day.
It's okay. There's some connections not being made. I understand. Either way, we need to get ready to make a adventure to the clock tower again.
Yes, after I've had some eggs.
Shove them in your pocket. Don't you still have the ones in your pocket from like a couple
I've
days ago?
eaten them.
I'm not
It's
there, by
been
the
a
way. This is
bit.
Kaylee asking.
Yeah, it's been a bit. I ate them on the way. I shared some and ate them. They're
Oh,
pocket eggs. What do you want? What do you want from me? It's kind of like Napoleon Dynamite with his pocket tots.
Can I feel Gwy here, by the way? Because I think I have like the empathic link up to a mile.
well, I mean, you can't physically feel them.
Yeah, but can I like reach out, try to feel his emotions? Is what I mean.
I want to know what love is.
Sorry, Jazzy. She tripped into a bag.
Oh,
Yeah, poor girl. Let's see. What can you do with your familiar?
so right now I
Oh,
can
you'll be
like
able to talk to Gway here next level.
yeah, right now I can talk. I can talk to him right now. If he's with me, I can't talk to him across long distances though.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, that was the intelligence score.
Yeah.
My screen's a little scrunched right now.
Yeah,
Bu-
right now
bu-
he can
bu-
deliver touch spells. I can feel him within a mile, like empathically, like emotions and stuff, and just like feelings, and then I can talk to him if he's physically with me.
Mhm. So you can reach out, and you do get his presence. He's I don't know if you get to feel like how close he is or not, but
I think it's just his emotions. I guess it
yeah,
would be up to your interpretation though. Um,
gotcha,
if I can feel how close he is.
gotcha. Well, uh,
Can I just get confirmation that I got eggs?
you did get eggs.
I didn't get eggs?
Did
Okay, thank you.
affirmative. Gwahir is empathetically pushing out signals of pain. He's a little cold.
Oh my god!
Have you told anyone about this yet?
Well, no, because I was told about the clock tower, and that I knew Gwahir hadn't been back, and it's been all night. So I rushed upstairs to prepare my spells and see if I could feel Gwahir. So I'm frantically preparing spells.
Damn.
So God King Guy here is being punished, and I'm eating eggs in the basement. I mean, in
You
the
don't
tavern.
you don't know yet.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm scared. These eggs are divine. I'll offer someone a fork to grab 'em back. Care for some?
Hell yeah.
Haha, see? I knew I'd like you, and he'll scoop some off to a plate, onto
Th-
a little plate, and
This is torturous because she knows Guahir's in pain and like in trouble, but she needs an hour to prepare her spells. So whenever that hour's up, she's gonna book it downstairs,
It's
and she's gonna be like, "We need to go to the clock tower now, now, get up!"
Jimmy.
Agner's gonna
I warned you about this. Just
Warn
want
me
you to
about
know
what?
your proclivity to overreact.
How am I overreacting? Guahir's in pain. I can feel him.
wait.
You can still
What?
feel him, so therefore he's still on this plane.
Get your ass out of your chair, Lori. And she books it out the door.
We must save the king, God King. He's gonna start like running off, and then like stop, kind of turn back, grab a handful of the eggs, shove them in his pocket, and run out.
I will walk over to the bar, apologize for the rest of my party, pay for their food, and then leave.
Drumvik will also follow out. He definitely like shoveled the eggs into his mouth and like waddled out, like trying to follow after, like.
How much did all of their meals cost?
We'll
You
just put
wouldn't
it
have.
in the tab for now.
You wouldn't have paid for me.
Okay.
Dremvik has
Who's
eggs
to
in
say
his
he
in his
wouldn't?
mouth pouch.
I'm saying that because I ate before he even came downstairs while I was waiting for Dremvik and paid and then went to my room.
Gotcha. So as the two elves rush out of the Scarlet Raven, intent on doing something probably irrational, we'll find out.
Oh, absolutely irrational. Ryra's gonna die.
Lori and Dremvik, make me some perception checks as you guys are heading out of the Scarlet Raven. A little bit after. Right. I have to do this now.
Yeah.
I'm focused on Ryra running the fuck out.
Pretty consistent 25s. Lucky.
Your dice are broken, Eric. I don't like this.
Mine are. I wish they worked for me, though.
I know, right?
Well, Dremvik, as you and Lori are both heading out of the Scarlet Raven Tavern and inn, your ears perk up as you can hear the sound of, well, sounds like trash and papers being like fluttered around the side of the building.
He'll like detour a little bit, kind of go see what's going on.
Okay. So kind of peeking around the side of the building, down one of the alleys, you do see that there is some trash kind of just laid out, seemingly waiting to be picked up. But kind of sporadically, every now and then, there is movement underneath the trash.
With the tilt of his head, he'll kind of like walk up to it and like move the pieces of trash off.
You go to reach for some of the trash to move it, and there is just some of the trash gets flung out of your reach. And you can see that kind of lying down at an odd angle is Gwahir on the ground, kind of flapping.
He like
He doesn't
blinks
look.
once, blinks twice, and just gently tries to scoop him up. and then just start like frantically running, like, wait, wait, I have a bird.
The image in my head is this little rat person like holding a bird in their hands, just running, going.
Yeah, basically.
Drimvik would have to run by Lori to get to them first, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryra's way ahead.
I'd like to. I'm gonna call out to Ryra again, like shout as loud as I can. And while I'm doing that, I would like to kind of take a look over Gwai here and see what kind of wounds he's withstood, or he's taken. Sorry.
Gotcha. So you call out to Ryra and Admiral as you and Drimvik stop and you take a look at Gwahir. Gwahir looks rough. Like he's been, we'll say, beaten a little bit. He's
Okay.
a bird, so it's not really hard to injure a bird.
Ryra's gonna turn around and eyes wide when she notices Gwahir. She's gonna start booking it back towards them, shouting for Gwahir. And she's sobbing.
I'll put
All
my
the bone, all that.
I'll put my hand up for Ryra, and then slowly pull the wand of cure moderate wounds out, and I'll use that on Gwahir.
Nice. Roll me the heal.
It's 2d8 plus 2.
You said moderate?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be 2d8. Plus 2, I think. I'll verify in a second.
Yeah. Well, there's 2d8, 12 point. So whatever gets added.
Overheal.
Agnar's gonna run and be like, my lord, if my blood could help, please take it. He's gonna like offer his wrists up.
You heal the bird so good it pops.
Wait. There you go.
It's one of my favorite jokes. But you can definitely see the resetting of bones inside the bird as he's magically healed up to full. And Ryra, as you get closer, you would probably want to hold your familiar, yeah?
Yeah, I would immediately grab him gently.
Yeah. After he's healed?
Yeah, I'd wait for him to get
Okay.
healed. Then I'd.
Gotcha. He's still like a little, but physically he is all good now.
And Rye was just like, she like grabbed him, she's holding him, like, why, what happened? I was so worried, I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have ever sent you, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna buy you all the treats, are you okay? What happened?
He's gonna look at you like full, which is weird. You ever seen Hawks look at a camera full face?
Yeah.
Just
It's weird. And is going to convey 20 rats. For a treat.
20. Oh.
20.
I thought he meant that 20 rats beat the fuck out of him, and I was like, what?
Yeah, he got into an animal street fight.
It was those rats have to.
And I'm just like,
All you can eat
40
buffet
rats,
turned into a
40 rats, I'll
bloodbath.
double it. I'll double it, 40 rats. As many rats as you want for the rest of your life.
I'll kind of glance over at Drimvik and Melvin.
You guys
And be
can only
like,
hear half this conversation, by the way.
yeah, especially whenever Ryra's saying, I'll give you 40 rats, I'll look over at Melvin and Drimvik. I don't think she means you.
But, oh shoot. After getting that cheeky business out of the way, 20 rats. Gwai here is going to try and impart the concepts of tower, men, hurt. We'll just kind of try and repeat that until it makes sense.
Yeah. Trying to figure out what the fuck are their intelligences.
Well, you're familiar gets a specific
Oh, right.
intelligence bonus.
He's
His is like
got an intelligence
7 or
of
8.
9. He's a smart boy.
He is a smart. If only he could speak common.
Well, how when he talks to me, it's like it's as if I'm just like talking to him normally, but like
Yeah.
I'm the only one who can understand him. So it's like he's speaking common and or like I'm speaking bird, whichever way you want to look at it.
Who has the orb of slope detection still?
Excellent question. My favorite magical item. I don't know.
I thought it was Dalton.
I think Dalton has it.
Had. It's buried with him.
Oops.
But Mara's gonna be like, "How many men? Like, where in the clock tower around it?"
And he'll, if you're cradling him, he'll like lift his foot up and extend all like 4 digits.
He can count. That's amazing.
He's smart.
Everybody else is just watching this, like.
He just lifts his little leggy up and just.
Four men. Okay, 4 men. In the lower part of the clock tower or the top part?
Top.
Okay. So in addition to that thing, there's also more men up top. So it's oh shit. Can you imagine what would have happened if we'd somehow made it past that thing and just like trundled up there ourselves?
This is incredible. He's going to look at both of you talking to each other. I once knew a boy that could almost speak to his dog.
I'm not almost speaking. I am speaking.
Yes, of course.
Okay, Gwahir says that he was attacked by 4 men in the clock tower, in the upper part of the clock tower.
We
He'll
must murder
also-
them.
He'll also
Yes.
let you know that he couldn't fly back to where you are. He was dropped off
What do you mean, like dropped off the tower or dropped into the trash can?
the trash.
By who? One of the men?
It can't be a coincidence that he was dropped off where we're staying.
So
No,
This-
it's
this was
definitely
meant-
not.
This was meant to send us a message, but they didn't realize that they messed with the God King.
Agnol.
We must kill them all.
Agnol.
They will be nothing but bones, and even that is too much for them.
I'll
Look
gra-
right here!
I'll grab
scream.
Agnor's wrist. Agnol.
Yes, what? Yes.
Calm.
Did you want some pocket eggs?
Breathe. No, I want you to breathe.
Agno, give me some of those eggs for Gwahir.
Yeah, I could really go for some pocket eggs.
You,
Ryber's gonna
stranger
put
that
her
mentioned
hand.
that.
Ryber's gonna put her hand into his pocket, pull out some eggs, and start feeding him to Gwahir.
Are you sure you didn't get some pocket sausage?
Oh shit. That's not an egg. That's like a
There's-
bagel.
There's eggs in the bagel
Why are you eating a bagel? It's 12 o'clock.
because I kept talking about eggs, and now I want eggs.
Jesus. You
Sometimes I role play the real thing.
it's
Why
method
you're just
acting.
gobbling the shit out of those pocket eggs. I don't even care if there's pocket lint on these things. You just
Okay. We have a new goal.
To
I need-
murder them all.
Agnol, and Ryra. I just want you to remember. Stay calm. If either of you move into this with any irrational thought, we may not make it out. We saw what that thing can do at the bottom floor. Just imagine what's in the rest of it.
I'm prepared.
You're right.
This time.
You're right.
I
Calm like a small candle with a little flame that's licking. Right. Until I pour it onto gasoline and make the whole thing burn.
Oh God. Can we leave
Look
him?
right here!
Can we leave him at home?
No, we need him.
Can we leave you at home?
Yeah, you can leave me at home.
He's gonna start marching towards the tower.
It's quiet here, by the way. He doesn't. He doesn't understand other people. Just you, right?
Yeah, just no.
Yeah,
Well,
just
like he can understand other people, but he can only communicate with me,
you.
like
Gotcha.
verbally. But he can comprehend what other people are saying.
He
I'll
knows I'm
work on
screaming
my
his name.
Gwai here.
What?
Said I'll work on my Gwai here. Gotta figure
Hmm.
out a voice for him.
I feel like playing him as yourself would work. That's about how I imagine him.
Hey, it's
Just,
me, Gwai here.
just,
Hey.
That's it, right there.
But that joke's never not funny.
just like really
Yeah.
deadpan, done with everybody's shit type thing.
Yeah, it's fine.
I look. I
Why
understand.
here? Do you want us to leave you here? Would you be more comfortable, safe in my room? You don't have to come with us for this.
Nah, I want to come.
We'll make those men pay.
He'll stretch his talons out.
Just
Somehow he has razor blades attached to him. Like, damn! Right here is a chula.
John, you're
Hey,
Italian.
if you guys wanted to, you guys could buff the shit out of Gwai here. We're talking large person, bull's strength,
Hmm.
cat's grace. Let's make him a menace.
I
You need
I
to learn those spells though.
I hope a new companion agrees with me on this. That we need to move with a sense of thought and not out of anger. They have obviously targeted us. They have obviously done this to rile us up. And if we move in there recklessly, we are walking into a death sentence. So Ryra, please. Agnol, please.
I'm fine. I have Kwai here. He's safe. Now I'm ready to fuck these guys up. I have my
I am
spells
also
prepared.
fine. I just know that they are going to burn and die a horrible, horrible death for laying just a finger upon the God King Waihair. I'm calm. I'm just going to murder them all. Judiciously. Pocket egg?
No. I've had my morning ale. I'm good.
All right, maybe okay. While we're walking, how we should strategize how we're gonna deal with the giant flesh monster.
Well, I'll convey to Drimvik.
Oh, hold up. Hey, Grave, you still awake? No camera, so
Yeah.
gotta check in.
Right?
Grave.
Methinks we've lost Grave.
Methinks we agree. Well, I mean, it is 3 minutes before session ends, so.
Yeah, fair enough.
All I will say is that those who need to be close quarters, stay close. I can use my shield to protect you as well as myself.
And if you guys kind of stay relatively close to each other, if shit hits the fan, I can dimension door out of there or to the opposite side of the room, whatever you need.
No, I mean, Ryra, you've made it very clear that you don't want to run. I agree with the need for vengeance to take care of this. However, I don't agree with doing it irrationally.
I never said irrationally. I'm just saying we need to do it judiciously. Also, if you remember, this thing wasn't really affected by spells.
Right?
Which is why I brought a different sort of spells in my arsenal today. Hopefully I can help manipulate the battlefield without directly having to do anything to it, but I will not be able to damage it. Unfortunately, that'll be on you guys.
Gotcha. Well, I do have all these. He's gonna hit his chest with all his bombs.
Just remember, keep calm.
I am calm as long as I have a pocket full of eggs and a friends among me.
Well, you have at least one of those.
Yeah. I was going to start calculating.
So while you guys are talking about pocket eggs and Lori repeatedly insisting that a calm Ryra remain calm,
Ryra's calm, dude.
Does
Calm
not
Why
seem
down.
calm to me.
That's what he
Does
said.
not seem
Calm
calm.
Ryder.
remains calm.
Does not seem calm.
Because nothing pisses off a calm person more than someone
Yeah.
saying calm down.
Yeah.
Ryra is genuinely calm though. She
I'm aware.
wasn't calm when Gwyhair was in trouble.
Sense motive.
But now with Gwyhair, she's just ready to do the job.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I get it. I'm just saying. As Lori repeatedly tells you to stay calm.
I get less calm.
And I just use that to continue my. You need to stay calm.
Well, in the session there, as you guys continue making your way towards the underbridge.
Well, with oop. Too many scene
What?
changes so quickly.
Can't believe you hurt Gwyhair like that.
I'll do it again.
Everybody say goodnight to the video, to the chat in the YouTubes.
Oh, night, everybody. Are you streaming on YouTube now?
No, I'm
I
not.
didn't even.
I'm not streaming. I'm just recording it and I'll upload it to YouTube's later.
Good
I didn't
nights,
even.
good nights.
Can you cut that
Can't
part
remember
out
the
so I
last
don't
time
look
you
like a
streamed.
fucking idiot?
Say what?
Can you cut that part out so I don't look like a fucking idiot?
No.
Too late.
And the parts like preceding what I just said?
No.
Everyone that watched this full thing and made it to the end, type for Guai here in the chat, please.
Or it. Okay, if you
Stay
agree, yeah, exactly. If you agree with Lori, comment "stay calm." If you agree with Ryra and Agnor, then comment for Gwyhair.
And if you
Ryra's calm.
if you agree with Agnar, say eggs, pocket eggs.
Pocket eggs.
So,
Ryra's gone from panicking to cold calculation at this point.
If you agree with Eric, please say, "I wish this would be over."
tune in next week to watch the TPK and find out if Gwyhair and Melvin ever become true best friends.
Oh no!
Oh God.
Bye.